It's been called the anti-California dream, the tech exodus, the Great Migration.
Between 2008 and 2019, 18,000 companies have left California for more tax and regulatory friendly states.
Dom, we're talking about Elon Musk moving from California to Texas.
Oracle saying they are changing their corporate headquarters from Redwood Shores, California to Austin, Texas.
And while it may be an overstatement to say California is hemorrhaging people, some of California's wealthiest residents, like Elon Musk, are leaving too. The state's population and job growth have both slowed to a trickle. Census data shows more than 650,000 people left in 2019, after 7 years in a row where departures were on the rise. In fact, California has lost more people to other states than it's gained for much of the last 2 decades. And with the rise of remote work in 2020 adding extra flexibility, over 135,000 more people left California than moved here, the third largest net migration loss ever recorded.
As we lose really successful businesses such as Oracle and Hewlett-Packard, that changes how many high-paid jobs we're going to have. Changes really the whole nature of the state. It changes how many tax dollars go into Sacramento, how many tax dollars fund our schools, whether there's money left over to repair roads and bridges. It's really a huge problem that the state is facing.
We asked the experts and those leaving, what's behind this trend? Can anything be done to reverse it? Or is this a true shift for business in California as we know it? For a century and a half, California was in an almost constant state of growth, with booming business and expanding population.
There's something magic in California. The culture just seamlessly and consistently moves towards what's next with new ideas.
California's gold rush that started in 1848 led to one of the largest migrations in U.S. history, with hundreds of thousands coming from across the country and the world. The population explosion qualified California for statehood in 1850, just a few years after it was ceded by Mexico. California was an economic powerhouse by the end of the century, home to iconic brands like Wells Fargo and Levi Strauss. Scientists and researchers started flocking to the Bay Area in the early 1900s when San Francisco's port and nearby Moffett Field made the area a major hub for early telegraph, radio, and aerospace industries. Stanford University, founded in 1885, led the way in encouraging students to commercialize their ideas, leading 2 graduate students to start what many consider the first Silicon Valley startup in 1939, Hewlett-Packard.
California has been the leading indicator in software, digital technology, modern mobility, the environment, the space industry, and is the front door between the United States of America and the Pacific Rim and the Asian markets.
California's economy has grown to the 5th largest in the world. It had $65.6 billion in VC investment in 2019, by far the highest of any state.
Hi, it's Tisha Powell. Welcome back to US Business News. Friends, go ahead and hit that free like and that free subscribe button. So you just saw a segment on CNBC and they talked about California. So you might be saying, what does California exodus in real estate has to do with our real estate buying? It has everything to do with it. California is the 5th largest. It's large. United States is the largest spender. California is number 5, 2.7 trillion. It's like California is like building. It's not like a building. It's like a state. It's like a country. So the fact that you have that many people exodusing from California, that's going to be a problem for you and I buying real estate. So those are the 3 factors that are affecting real estate in the United States. The exodus in California, the $33 trillion that's owed, the exodus in California, Wall Street, and commercial real estate. When commercial real estate crash, expect that real estate is not going to come down. Also expect the $33 trillion that's owed to keep the real estate market really high. So how can you get real estate? Simple like this. You're going to need at least a down payment, and I'll tell you, there are states that are offering down payments. I know Florida is offering a down payment. And you're going to need an income of at least $60,000 a year before taxes. So you just need a $60,000. And then look for a townhomes, $265,000. And you're going to need a lender. Get a lender. There are 4,800 lenders in the United States. You need to get a lender in order to get real estate. Without a lender, you cannot buy real estate. So what is this $50,000 you're saying? Down payment assistance. If you're a U.S. citizen or green card holder, their down payment assistance If you need help with a down payment assistance, direct DM me. I'll tell you where there are down payment assistance, but that's what people are doing. They're getting down payment assistance. We've seen down payment assistance as high as $100,000 down from cities. Different cities are offering that. Go on Zillow and see what they're talking about with the down payment assistance. So townhomes are $265. So you're saying, what is going for $265? It's not a single family home. It's a townhome, $265. You're going to need to make $60,000. You and your partner, or you by yourself, whatever it is $265. Or you're going to wait for real estate to come down. Let me show you a graph that real estate isn't coming down. The property is 200,000 in 2008. It's also what it was in 2020. So if you understand candlestick, you understand that we already hit the low in 2008. So it's on its way up. The same prices that you paid in 2008 is what you paid in 2020. Plus Wall Street jumped in because they did the candlesticks too. They charted. We're all from Wall Street. We charted it. And because we charted it, we knew that it wasn't going to go down. So you're up against Wall Street. So for you to think residential real estate is coming down, you're in for a treat. So here's a 2024 prediction. 3 things. Commercial real estate, some commercial real estate will drop. Residential properties will not come down. There are pocket areas like California that are having problems. But because Wall Street owns so much properties in the United States, it's unlikely that Wall Street is going to have properties selling their properties. So you need to look at buying a townhome for $265. Here's some stuff that you're going to need. You need money, you need credit, you need a lender, and you need Zillow. Why do you need Zillow? Because you can use Zillow, Google actually, you need Zillow or Google. And what you need to do is use that to look at properties. So you're going to Google how to buy a home and it will come up. So you're going to need credit report, good credit. You're going to need 3 months of bank statements. You're going to need 2 years of tax return. You're going to also need income. If you're going for $265, you need to make at least $60,000. Get a down payment assistance if you have no down payment. DM me if you need information on where to get down payment assistance. I'm Tisha Powell. Friends, hit that free like and that free subscribe button. We're bringing more on real estate, but now you know how to get a property next year for $265, down payment assistance, and your credit report, and also 3 months of bank statement, 2 years of tax return, and 30 years of pay stubs. If you're self-employed, go ahead and also have 30 days of self-employed. You also need the lender's application. Go on to contact a lender. You need to complete a lender's application. Get pre-approval mortgage before you look at the house.